Hi, my name is India Irvin Choi. I'm 29 years old and I am a travel. Wait, you're the girl from TikTok. I just saw your video. And sports influencer. A Grand Slam in tennis is just like the Super Bowl in football, based in Los Angeles, California.
Do you guys have any green juice?
Most people do not know this from my social media, but I am also a doctor. I have a PhD in biomedical engineering, and I actually started content creation when I was in graduate school, and I used content as my creative outlet to connect with other people online and also build my own community. I started my platforms on Instagram and TikTok in 2020, and after 2 years of creating content in Delaware, I decided to take the risk on myself and move across the country to Los Angeles. And at the time, I only had 5,000 followers on Instagram and 100,000 followers on TikTok and a whole lot of delusion. And I'm so grateful that I did, because in just 2 months after moving, I grew over 120,000 followers in 1 week on my TikTok from my travel hack series. I went from 5,000 followers on Instagram to 120,000 followers in less than a year, and have continued to grow my community to over 600,000 followers across all platforms. I decided to start playing tennis and also incorporate skiing into my content. And although I really love playing tennis and skiing in so many gorgeous destinations, it really started to feel lonely doing it on my own and not seeing anyone else around me that looked like me. So I launched my brand Ace and I Pray to create a community where people that look like me can play tennis in the summer and ski in the winter, and groups of people that are interested in the same sport. Since I've left engineering and I've taken the risk on becoming a full-time content creator, I've worked with so many incredible brands, from being on a commercial set with Walmart to living in an incredible Beverly Hills mansion for a Verbo campaign to hanging out in the Cadillac suite at the US Open. My life has completely and totally changed, and I am so excited to see where my platform goes in the future, because I am always cooking up something new, and I cannot wait to talk to you all at the Forbes Creator Summit. Safe travels.
Joining Alexandra in conversation, please welcome India Irvin Choi, travel influencer and entrepreneur.
Welcome, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Hi, everyone.
We're so excited to have you. You mentioned in the sizzle reel that you were in a very different field prior to launching your content career. When you were a student, just starting to create content for fun, what was the goal in your mind? Was it to become a full-time creator one day?
Absolutely not. It wasn't. So I was one of those people who really thought that I was going to be the person to use my degree. I'm like, I'm going to be that person. Like, I know I am. And after a while, I got really burnt out. So I started looking for jobs in tech and in a bunch of different industries where I could still kind of use my degree. But I ended up making more money from content creation than I ever expected. So I was kind of like, well, I'm going to see how this goes for a year in LA. And it's been 2.5 years since.
It's so exciting. You mentioned in one of your recent videos that you feel like people underestimate how long it takes to get good at something. And I'm sure that you have that experience both with your PhD experience and also as a creator. What would you say is the biggest misconception today about what it takes to be a creator in today's day and age when everyone wants to be one?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's always that saying that it takes 10 years to be an overnight success, and I feel like that's so true. A lot of people really think that they can just make, a Get Ready With Me, and they're going to be popular and, all over on all the brand trips and doing all the things. And it doesn't actually turn out that way. I had to try out so many different types of content, different styles of content, and I would have never guessed that me laying in my bed with eye patches on would be like the content that everyone loves to watch, but it ended up working out for me. So yeah, you have to try so much and actually make an effort. Don't be afraid to be seen trying.
Mm-hmm. I love that. You mentioned too in the sizzle that your travel series is really what skyrocketed your pages. Can you tell me a little bit about that and how you first of all came up with the idea, and then what you've kind of used that to teach you about continuing to create content that people are excited to watch?
Yeah, so a series is always I guess the trick to growing your following, but I actually saw someone on a video talking about how cheap it is to travel, and I was like, I used to be a broke grad student. I know all of the hacks and how to do it. So I stitched their video on TikTok, and then people were asking a bunch of questions, and I just did response videos in the caption or in the comment section, and I think I did 20 response videos within a matter of 3 days, and people were like, oh, this girl knows what she's talking about. We need to follow her. So I think that's what really helped take it off.
What is your best travel hack today?
Oh my gosh. So my favorite one is credit card rewards. I'm a big credit card hacker. So I've gotten free flights round trip to Paris. I have gotten free trips to different ski destinations. Like, I just love using credit card rewards. That's my thing.
I love that. Speaking of skiing, you have kind of built this kind of second branch to your content platform around athletics. Can you tell me about how that kind of allows you to activate your audience? Like, what does engagement look like today now that you have both the online things and also some in-person experiences?
Yeah, so it was actually my audience that recommended that I start to do in-person events. So shout out to whoever commented that. But I think it's really great because people get to get offline. Like, a lot of people are really looking for that in-person experience. And, you know, me being a person on the internet that's like, I'm just welcoming to everyone. Like, I don't care if you've ever tried it before, it can be your first time. Like, just come for the experience. And people really like that, and they've responded really, really well to it.
How has that changed then, either the content you're creating or then how you interact with people online as well? Are you continuing to, like, are there other things that you've listened to them about implementing or testing out or experimenting with?
Yeah, I'm really big on feedback, especially from the comment section. So people will tell me, you know, what they liked about the trip, what they didn't like, or even any events they have. So a lot of people will recommend different destinations they want me to go to. But a lot of my content, because there isn't a lot of diversity in the sports, people are asking about like the beginner questions. So what kind of equipment do I need? You know, where should I go if I can't make your trip, and different things like that. So it's really helped steer my content and just get more people interested in it the more that I talk about it.
Mm-hmm. It also seems like your content has really evolved as you have, you know, starting out with your, you know, education experience and sharing a little bit of that to now, like you said, laying in bed with eye patches. How do you feel like your evolution has shown up in your content? Is that like intentional? Is that a strategy? Is that just what you happen to be posting that day? Or what's that like from your perspective?
Yeah, I think after I stopped being an engineer, I didn't really see the need to create engineering content. So it just kind of evolved so naturally for me. And I actually tend to get bored with different topics pretty often. So that's why I just have a rotation of different topics that I will talk about. So it's kind of just the evolution of life. I mean, your audience is also going to get tired of whatever you're talking about too, and they like to see other aspects of you.
Yeah, my last question for you. For the brands in the room today, what makes you a good investment in terms of being a creator that they might want to work with?
I think hounding on the in real life events. A lot of people want to be active in life, in real life. So if brands could, you know, have more events with creators that are hosts for their communities to come in real life and interact with both them as the creator and them as the brand, I think that's the next big wave.
Totally. I mean, we're seeing it here today, you know, hundreds of people being here in person with each other.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you.